Morning world, welcome to Wednesday 21st of May, and it's starting to dry up again. We had a little bit of rain last night, not enough to really make a mark in there, but hopefully enough to get the fertiliser that Eddie put on yesterday going. I mean, half the morning's gone and you've already missed loads of activity from earlier in the day, but it was raining and, to be honest, I had other things to do. The guys were here this morning, so I got them busy. Got the tractor washed off. Martin did that. Not a really deep clean, but, you know, we got the worst of the, well, yeah, all right. He got the worst of it off. It's less dirty and dusty than it was. The cattle trailer is all cleaned out, washed out, sparkly. And but they did my van as well. Right, I'm just gonna put this away. Could do with a brush out inside as well. But yeah, the bonnet doesn't look quite so, well, quite so dusty. So, famous Dave has actually disappeared for a minute. He was in my kitchen 10 minutes ago. He's currently boxing in all the new plumbing. We had the lights done yesterday, so Matty the Spark turned up yesterday. Basically, we've replaced all the old lighting in the original kitchen and the extension. Because it was, although a lot of it was LED, some of it was halogen, and some of it was, well, it was just old and not very bright and probably not very efficient. So I put my hand in my pocket and changed it, and also changed all the sockets in the new extension. Mrs. P told me not to bother, but I thought, you know, if she's having a new kitchen and she's doing it nice, let's put some nicer socket. I'll show you. I'll show you. Something else I might get round to showing today as well is that. That is a lawnmower, satellite guided, sent to me by Sveaverken to play with. Later. So, Mrs. P's extension, or kitchen, the sockets we had in there before, excuse the muck on it, were these all just bog standard, cheap square things. And that's what we had in here as well. So I've had them all changed over to the more rounded, all this has got to be tiled, so don't look at the walls. So we've had the nicer sockets put on there. I know it is a nice to have rather than a need to have, but I had a few of them changed over as well. Mrs. P said, oh no, don't bother, don't do that. But we've also had them changed over to the USB type as well. So in this corner, she can charge stuff up. And if she wants to charge something up over here, she could charge stuff up over here as well. And also in that corner. That light switch there is probably going to be changed for under pelmet, maybe. But the old smoke alarm that was on the wall over there, that bottom square hole, we didn't actually know why it was there, but that's where the previous Sparky did it, and Matt said, oh, yeah. So there's 3 holes up there, and that's the 3 holes, or 2 holes he had to make, so he could get the cables, because the Sparky who put that in there had taped the cables to other cables and he couldn't pull it through. There was a bit of swearing going on with that. But anyway, that's going to be a radio transmitter linked to the rest of the smoke alarms in the house. Put a new grill on the front of the, or a new fan in there. Sorry, new fan in there. And all these lights all got to be decorated It'd be tidier. All these lights, nice new bright ones. Yeah. When it's done, I mean, right now it looks like a builder's been living in here, because he has. When it's all done and boxed in and plastered and painted and tiled and stuff, it'll be just a job. So that's what Dave's doing now. He's just building the box work to hide all that pipes up there. Yeah. I think he ran out of plasterboard or something. Right. What's next? Okay. Shall we? Let's have a look, see what's in the box. Right, you know I said I was going to open that box earlier. That was this morning. Not morning anymore. But I am going to try and open the box now. Ooh. Comes out like that. I'm assuming that's his home. An accessory kit. Toolkit. Charger. And last but not least, one little Blix. Okay, so reading the instructions, this may or may not work. So I've only jury rigged it for a minute, just in case. So you've got to put the base station 6 feet away from any obstacles. So I think that's okay. I think the wall at the back is okay, but it has to stand 6 feet out from any obstacles. But one of the other things it wants you to do is to put it preferably parked in the shade. Well, that's west, southwest, and this is the garden I want it to cut. And there isn't really anywhere that's suitable. I mean, we might have to move this. We'll see how we get on. So I've basically put it on charge now, switched it on, put it on charge. I now have to download the app onto my phone. And then when I'm satisfied I've got all that done, I think we start the thing up and I have to, on my phone, guide it all around the garden that I want to cut. Set that in the memory, I presume. I haven't read the instructions yet. Set that in the memory and then basically tell it to get on with it. So I'm pretty sure that's how simple it is. Unless of course you're simple like me, and I know this is not the perfect position. We may have to move it. Right, I'm going to go and download the QR code, upload it to my phone, and maybe we'll have a drive around the garden. So excuse the detritus and the mess around here. We are having our kitchen remodeled, and at the moment the builder is putting a lot of this stuff out here, but it's in the shade so I can read the instructions. So the quick startup guide. That's it. 3 sort of A5 bits of paper, and I have so far followed everything on that side. We are now on this side. Starting with download the, I need my glasses, download the app. This should be easy. There it is. Download. Get. Double click to install. Installing. Okay, we'll give that a minute. All right, so apparently I'm gonna get a virtual joystick. I'm assuming I'm also gonna have to pair my phone with the machine. And then the app, turn on Bluetooth and pair the machine. Follow the app instructions to connect to the internet via Wi-Fi or a SIM card. Right, okay. Sounds easy enough, isn't it? Open. Register. Enter email. Anyway, I was playing with the mower. Got the base station done. Got it all put. I've got it tuned into my phone. Got the Wi-Fi sorted out. Got the Bluetooth sorted out. Just about thinking, oh, I could do my first map, and then all of a sudden, that. Half of me is overjoyed because the garden really needs it. The land here really needs it. Pigeon Mead really needs it. We put that fertiliser on yesterday. Old playground down there really needs it because we put our fertiliser on there yesterday. Everything else needs it. Everything bar the grass I've got down at the farm. That doesn't need it. So we put back baling a day. We were going to bale that tomorrow. We're now going to bale it Friday. And fingers crossed I won't have to wrap everything. Yeah. Anyway, so the Blix is now out in his little park and on charge, and I'm just doing an update on it. The update was at 50% 20 minutes ago. It is now still at 50%. That seems to be as far as we've got, 50%. Tomorrow, if we get some sunshine, maybe we'll have a wander around the garden because I've got to train it. So first time round, I've got to train it where it can go, where it can't go, mark its spots. I'm probably going to have, I think I'm going to have different zones. So I'm going to have like zone A, zone B, and zone C. And I think the idea is you don't cut them all at the same time. You do like that one today, that one tomorrow, that one next day, and everything gets cut every third day. I think that's enough. But yeah, it's an experiment, you know. Might be the best thing since sliced bread. I might decide I miss the mower and I want to get back on the ride-on, but I don't think that's going to happen. So anyway, I don't think I'm going to get much else done this afternoon. It is nice, steady, not too heavy, just a job for fertiliser, rain. Rubbish for hay, but good for grass. See you tomorrow.